Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days, welcome to this week's NXT review. Got a few shout outs to do first of all. Gnarl Aussie 2015, or 2015, TC Xbox Legend 25, and Jake 1 Croson 1. Big shout out to you guys, thank you very much for your support. And to all of you watching this, I really appreciate it. NXT was very short this week in regards to new content. There was just a couple of matches. These were filmed at the Barclays Centre, I think probably just before NXT TakeOver. And so we got our first match, which was Tyme Dillinger. I was asking where Ty was in the build-up to this because he's one of the most over stars that they have, and he didn't make the cut. So seemed like a big omission to me. I hadn't heard that he was off injured or anything, so it was great to see him on this week's NXT show, and the fact that he got to perform in front of the 15,000 crowd. He deserves better than how he's being booked. In fact, I'd love Mattel to make a Tyme Dillinger figure. They should totally get on that, because that would be an automatic Tyme Dillinger perfect 10 in my review. So Ty, he came out with this kind of, I think it was a new costume, like entrance thing. It had massive collar, looked like it had lights down the side. It might not have, but it looked like it did. And he had like this thing on the back that said 10 that looked like it was loose, and I honestly thought he was going to reach and unhook it and then hold it up, because you know normally he has that laminated bit of paper, which is very far from 10. But he normally has the laminated bit of paper that's got the 10 on it, and he holds that up. I thought this was like a new thing he had, but he never did it. He never used it. So, not that it matters, the crowd absolutely were going giddy over him. So yeah, Ty. He was up against Wesley Blake. Wesley Blake's entrance music is just so different. I can't say I'm a massive fan of it, but it's like X-Files opening music. It's like it's quite floaty. It's quite, I don't know, otherworldly. It's got a bit of like relaxation, tranquility about it. It's weird. It's not. I can't think of any entrance music that's really like it. Maybe Bo Dallas, but I think Bo Dallas was a little bit more out there. But yeah, this is weird. It's very. If I'm start falling asleep like that. Anyway, Wesley Blake, not the most exciting of people. He's got a bit of charisma about him, and he can certainly work in the ring. I don't know what they're going to do to get him over. I think he's just going to be used to enhance others at this stage. You know, put over Bobby Roode, put over No Way Jose, put over Austin Aries, all those kind of. So there'll be things for him to do, but I just don't know how he's going to progress. Crowd started chanting Blake's a zero, which I thought was really cool. As we said, Ty was crazy over. Tiebreaker picked up the victory. I didn't make that many notes on the match because it was a good match, you know. And Wesley Blake got a lot of offense in actually. It wasn't a squash match by any means. It had a bit of time to it, but there wasn't really any kind of crazy spots in there to get excited about. The rest of this show, other than the main event, was just recaps from TakeOver. There was a few interesting things. There was a few kind of backstage interviews that we didn't see on the night at TakeOver. Aries saying that he was unhappy that again he'd been shown up, you know, on his debut. He got jumped by Baron Corbin, and now, you know, he wins this match and then he gets hit with a GTS. So exciting. You can check out my reaction videos to all of that if you haven't seen them already. But yeah, the GTS from Hideo, and that is a feud I want to see. Hideo Itami and Austin Aries. Oh, I hope Hideo kind of comes through it, because I'd like to see Hideo against Nakamura for the title. I just think that'd be amazing. So yeah, there was that, and then also Bayley talking about, you know, how she'd gone into the match with confidence. Her body gave up on her. She thought she could get the victory, but Ember Moon stepped in. Ember Moon come across really nice. You know, clearly Ember Moon's a face. and she was like, "You're the reason I'm here. You're a big inspiration and all that. Sorry for interrupting." And it was cool. It felt a little weird. Like if you're going to interrupt, then normally there's a fight that happens. But yeah, it was all right. Sanity again. We're seeing. I honestly don't know what this is for. I heard a rumour that it was for someone, but I can't remember who it was now. Someone that I don't recall knowing. So I'm still in the dark on it myself. So I need to do a little bit of research into that. Samoa Joe dislocated his jaw in that match with Nakamura. That's, he's reported it on Twitter, and they've reported it on this show as well. Brutal. The man continued as well, didn't he? With it for a bit, with a dislocated jaw. He said he's now relocated. That he's one tough man, Samoa Joe. And then we get to the main event, and I was giddy as hell when I saw the Authors of Pain, because they were wearing the masks. The pictures that I saw of them before they made their proper debut, they had those masks on, and I've been waiting to see if they were going to ever use them, bring them again, and they did, and they work, and they should totally keep them. And they don't even need to keep them just for special events. I would have them wear them all the time, like Legion of Doom did with the spiked shoulder pads. Have the Authors of Pain come out with the masks all the time, because it worked. It looks brilliant. Their music's growing on me. I think I don't know if they need to be in NXT for that long. There's they need to learn how to work the crowd, like where the cameras are, get used to bigger environments and stuff like that. But I don't recall Braun Strowman having to do that. He just kind of bypassed NXT largely and went straight up. I think they could do the same with the Authors of Pain. I think they're big, I think they're dominant, and I don't think they need to be in NXT for that long. Certainly not when you've got like Paul Ellering as your manager. They were up against TM61, and we found out as well, Authors of Pain, Akim and Razor, cool names. This was far from a squash match. There was a clothesline leg sweep by TM61, which only got a 2 count, very close to getting a 3 count. They were doing some really good stuff, TM61. Their entrance music sounded a little different as well. It sounded a lot more, upbeat. It could have been me, but the start of it certainly sounded slightly different. I think that TM61 are a tag team that need to be in NXT for a while. They need to flesh out their characters. They need to connect with the crowd, but they can certainly work in the ring. And the longer that time goes on, the more that I warm towards them. This match didn't have that many high spots. The Authors of Pain pick up the victory. They did that, I don't know what it's called, where they pick them up and then they run into each other and they smash the two opponents into each other, slam them down. It was all right. You're not going to get a technical kind of wrestling masterpiece from the Authors of Pain. It's just going to be a smash and grab. But did the job. They beat a big team. They are, up there. They're not going to go after the Revival, so you'd have to think that Gargano and Ciampa are going to win those belts at some point, and then I think the Authors of Pain will come along and take the titles off them, because I think they're going to run out of feuds. They need the titles. There's not that many teams to kind of keep them occupied, so we'll have to see. All in all, it was all right week. The couple of matches were entertaining enough. Great to see Ty Dillinger. Great to see the Authors of Pain with those masks. TM61 looked better. We got to see an NXT in a bigger arena. The recaps weren't just recaps. There was a bit of behind the scenes footage. It was, look, for what it was passable. It was fine, but can't wait to get back to a normal week and a normal episode and further some feuds and see what the future holds. Awesome. If you're interested in joining the Wrestling Days Subscribers Hall of Fame, that is now open. Questions are up. Just go to that video, tell you exactly what to do, answer the questions, and some pretty good prizes. So have a look at that, see if that's for you. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Wrestling Days UK. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you could, and obviously if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. That is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.